In this universe, we see extreme examples of suffering.
Oh, for sure.
If the goal was just to kind of motivate us, you could have much lower levels as the maximum.
Right, but if you want to really motivate people, you have to, like the only reason to create nuclear weapons is you're worried that other people are going to create nuclear weapons. Like if you want to really motivate someone, you have to have evil tyrants in order to justify having this insane army filled with bombers and hypersonic missiles. Like if you really want progress, you have to be motivated.
I think at some point we stop fully understanding how bad things are. So let's say you have a pain scale from 0 to infinity. I think you should stop at 100. It doesn't have to be billion and trillion. It's not adding additional learning signal.
But can you apply that to the human race and culture and society? And
I think we basically compete with others in relative terms. I don't have to be someone who has trillions of dollars. I just need more money than you.
Yeah, but that's just logic. You're being a logical person. Like I don't think humans are very logical.
We're not, but we understand pain signal well at somewhat low levels. We don't have to max out on pain.
Right. We don't have to. But if you want to really stoke the fires and get things moving.
It seems that simulators agree with you, and that's exactly what they did. Thanks.
So here's the question. What's at the heart of the simulation? Like, is the universe simulated? Like, is the whole thing a simulation? Is there an actual living entity that constructed this? Or is this just something that is just... Is this the state of the universe itself, and we have misinterpreted what reality is?
For every option you mentioned, there is someone who wrote a paper about it. Is
Really?
this just your universe? Is it for all of us? Are we NPCs? Are there many? Is this the state of it? People try to figure out what's going on. Some of those make more sense than others, but you can't tell from inside what it is unless they tell you. And they can lie to you.
Who's they, though?
The simulators. If they decided to prove to you, you are in a simulation, let's run experiments, even those would be like, I don't know if it's advanced technology or...
When you think about it, if you believe in the simulation, when you think about it, what are the parameters that you think exist? Like, what do you think, how do you think this could possibly have been created?
So the examples I gave you with technology we already have. I think there is someone with access to very good virtual reality. They can create intelligent agents. And for whatever reason, I cannot tell from inside, they running those experiments.
But is that the only possibility, or is the possibility that the actual nature of reality itself is just way more confusing than
That's a possibility. It could be alien simulation, alien dolphins dreaming. Like, there's infinite supply of alternative explanations.
I understand that, but what I want to get inside of your head, I want to know what you think about it. Like, when you think about this and you ponder the possibilities, what makes sense to you?
So I apply Occam's razor. I try to find the simplest explanation. I think we are already creating virtual reality. Let's just see what you can do with it if it's sufficiently advanced.
But who and why?
So future us running ancestral simulations is a very simple one.
Future us running ancestral. Well, that's what a lot of people think the aliens are, right?
Could be us visiting, but then again, if they're running the simulation, you don't have to physically show up in a game. They have access to direct memory states.
Well, that would also make a lot of sense when it's always very blurry and doesn't seem real.
I think lately we've been getting better ones, but it's also the time then we're getting better deep fakes, so I can no longer trust my eyes.
Yeah. Did you see the latest one that Jeremy Corbell posted?
The one you sent me?
Yeah. Did you see it?
I don't. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell what it is.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, he might be right. You're right. We might be in a simulation, and it might be horseshit, because they all seem like horseshit. It's like the first horseshit was Bigfoot, and then as technology scaled out and we get a greater understanding, we develop GPS and satellites, and more people study the woods. We're like, that seems like horseshit. So that horseshit's kind of gone away. But the UFO horseshit still around because you have anecdotal experiences, abductees with very compelling stories. You have whistleblowers from deep inside the military telling you that we're working on back-engineered products. But it also seems like a backplot to a video game that I'm playing.
And it was weird to see government come out all of a sudden and like have conferences about it and tell us everything they know. It almost seemed like they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
With simulation, what's interesting, it's not just the last couple of years, then we got computers. If you look at religions, world religions, and you strip away all the local culture, like take Saturday off, take Sunday off, donate this animal, donate that animal, what they all agree on is that there is superintelligence, which created a fake world, and this is a test, do this or that. They describing, like if you went to jungle and told primitive tribe about my paper and simulation theory, that's what they would know 3 generations later, like God, religion, that's what they got out of it.
Why? But they don't think it's a fake world.
Made world. A physical world is a subset of a real world, which is non-physical, right? That's the standard
Right.
Christian,
So this physical world being created by God.
Yeah.
Right. But what existed before the physical world created by God?
Ideas, just information.
Just God. God was bored. It was like, let's make some animals that can think and solve problems. And for what reason? I think to create God. This is what I worry about. I worry about that's really the nature of the universe itself. That it is actually created by human beings creating this infinitely intelligent thing that can essentially harness all of the available energy and power of the universe and create anything it wants. That it is God. That is this whole idea of Jesus coming back. Well, maybe it's real. Maybe we just completely misinterpreted these ancient scrolls and texts. And what it really means is that we are going to give birth to this. And a virgin birth at that.
There is definitely a possibility of a cycle. So we had Big Bang.
Yeah.
It starts this process. We are creating more powerful systems. They need to compute, so they bring together more and more matter in one point. Next, Big Bang takes place.
Yeah.
And it's a cycle of repeated booms and busts.
Right. And there are legitimate scientists that believe that. Yeah.
There are.
That this... So what's the value in life today then?
What do humans value?
Yeah, if this is a simulation, and if in the middle of this simulation we are about to create superintelligence, why?
So there are external reasons, we don't know for sure, and then there are internal things in a simulation which are still real. Pain and suffering, if simulated, is still real. You still
Right.
experience it.
Of course.